Hello everybody, Iain Robson. Welcome back to an episode of Emerald Coast, USA. Alright, so, if you recall from the previous episode, we did a little bit of baling here. And we're just collecting this up right now here. And I didn't realize this tractor seems to have a bit of difficulty on this particular field. I wasn't sure if it was the tractor itself, or if it's because there's mud or something. Or the tractor's too small, I don't know, I can't tell. So as you can see, we're doing this, I suppose, the cheaty way this time. You could call it, I suppose. We need to get a little bit of straw for our animals, and this was a quicker way of doing it. Didn't have a whole lot of time this morning, so needed to grab a couple of these bales real quick here. Another thing I realized is the area where I'm storing my bales, I actually can't use the other bale auto stacker. Because what happens is it just gets, when you go to stand it up on end, you just can't put it, you can't back it into the shed basically. Which makes it a little less useful for that type of shed that I have over there for hay and straw and whatnot, so a little sad about that, I suppose, but these things happen. There we go. Got these few bales over here. And if you're wondering, yes, I'm using my steering wheel. Yes, I'm using my keyboard today. I was playing the Hunter Call of the Wild the other day, and which of course doesn't need a steering wheel. I'm sure you could play it with a steering wheel, mind you. I know it sounds weird to say that, but I'm sure there's a way to do it. Is it the best way to play that game? Absolutely not, but you know, strange things happen. People make some weird adjustments for things like that, so. There we go. If you remember, there's that mud mod I talked about originally, and you'll see it, you tend to see it right going in and out of fields like that. That's where I tend to notice it the most. There we go. Let's see if this course actually worked here. So, what I've done basically is made a trip to the dairy farm and a trip back to the main farm basically. So those are the two kind of routes that I have set up now. You can do a loop too, so if you want to get really fancy, you can just drive the whole loop and make sure you put waypoints at each of the locations you want to stop at, because if you don't, what will happen is you'll end up just, the tractor will just keep doing a loop all day long until you stop it basically. So don't think I picked up any new interesting mods lately. Let's see here. Nothing in tractors. I did look at a couple mods. Where did I get that one from? Oh, this is what I'm thinking of. I picked up a new trailer. Let's see if I activated it. I don't think I did. It's like this one right here. So it's a Loads King. Did I activate that one? Looks like I did not. And like these ones too, basically. Very similar to that. There we go, coming up to our animal farm once again here. The joys of course play, so you can just kind of go into the shop menu and then go into the shop menu and just go, okay, just browse around. Alright. So, like I said, we're storing it over here in the end part. And the thing I realized is that I can't sit the bales up on end. So with the other stacker, they stick them straight up, which is fine. The problem you run into is the fact that you can't. So there's that mud mod. I might be able to do that. And you can't stick them on end, so it basically makes my life more difficult because I can't just have them stacked nicely. So I have to kind of do this instead, which works just as well, but you can't stack them as high, as you can see. There we go. Let's go forward here. Y. There we go, perfect. So we'll have a little bit of straw for our animals now. I don't know how many cows we even have. I haven't even looked. I think we have maybe, okay, 7 cows. 7 cows. That's an awful lot of hay and straw for 7 cows. I guess it's better to have more than less. Alright, let's head back to that field. Goodness gracious. How many cows you got? 7. How many bales of hay do you got? Oh, I don't know. 400? So I do like that John Deere baler. The one we used for this baling. It worked well. But I do find that, so the baler I'm talking about is this John Deere baler right here. It worked well. But I just like the look of the Kuhn one a bit better. Or the Krone one, actually. They're both pretty good. And those ones are... So, of course, the Kuhn one's from the Kuhn pack. That guy right there. They did a great job on that baler. And then the square baler, this Krone big pack. Another good baler. As you can see, I have the combine ready to go here. I think this field's not quite ready yet, though. It's close, though. No? Oh, there we go. What field is that? I don't think that one's quite ready to go yet, which is why it's just sitting there at timing 5. Ready to harvest? No, 5 is ready to harvest now. Okay, perfect. Have to do that next time here. There's our skid steer. Let's go grab a few more bales here. And that'll be that, I think. Just a short episode today. I was working on something this morning and then realized what the time was, and I was like, oh, I should probably record something this morning, so that's kind of what happened. I was just talking with Country Gaming about changing the map that's on the server right now, so to it's going to be Lone Oak, I think. Not sure. I haven't played a Lone Oak. I played an Oregon Springs. I like that one. That's decent. So it's kind of like the 2 ones we were looking at. Because right now we're on the newbie farm, of course, and that's really really narrow in comparison to one of those maps. So it'd be a complete opposite. It'll be like going from a really narrow map with some collidable hedges to like a wide open map. So there we go. Let's get a few more bales here. Yeah, it's not going to take much more to fill this trailer, actually. Or one more load, basically, and that's it. Gonna have to fertilize that field, too. I don't have any liquid fertilizer. I could purchase some. Could make it so I have a purchase point. Although, in reality, you really don't need to purchase a purchase point. You could just have it set up with, so you could do something like, where is it here? Tucked away in all the placeables, most likely. You could do this, which allows you to purchase slurry. But in reality, if you set up your options to just buy the slurry, it's the same thing without having to do the traveling back and forth all the time, right? So, and you could do the same thing with manure. Now, the funny thing about manure is you can use a manure mod, and then it makes it really, I guess, cheaty would be the right word, I suppose, because you get the extra level of fertilization. I don't know Not every map has a place where you can buy manure. And I think there is I think I had it at one point, a mod that allowed you to buy manure, but you had to have like certain buckets and whatnot. So it was kind of a weird, an odd mod for me to use. Because I liked the idea of it, but I just didn't like having to have the specific buckets and whatnot. Always threw me off. What's that? Wood chip storage? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, so many random things in here. Manure sell point. Because not every map has a manure sell point on either, but... Alright, here we go. Dropping off the second load here. This might be a slightly underpowered tractor for this activity. I mean, this many straw... there's straw bales though, so... I've actually driven a tractor in this series before. Driven a 5R. Which is pretty cool. Alright. There we go, let's get lined up here. Good. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. My name's Iain Robson. If you like what you watch, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Emerald Coast USA. I'll catch you guys later.